Alright, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Geneforge 1, here on my channel, Idle Wisdom. We rejoin Shaper Evodius, here in the town of Kozg. The ever-so-friendly town of Kozg. Ooh, man, a lot of carry weight. Getting close to a level. Less than a quarter of a level left. Take a look at our stats. We're getting pretty good. Our intelligence is starting to get up there quite a bit. Endurance could stand to go up another point. That would be nice. And our shaping slowly getting there. Our leadership and mechanics pretty good. And our magic scores are kind of pathetic. Quick action, not bad. Alright. Oh, you see this, the anatomy skill, right? The anatomy skill. Let's see what it says. Oh, nope. Come on. Makes you more dangerous in melee. Gives you a chance of doing high damage, critical hit against creatures with internal organs, like creations or humans, but not undead. Doesn't work with missiles. Because obviously, knowing anatomy doesn't help you when you throw a javelin, apparently. Good job. Yeah, that's actually really lame. Kind of gimping missile weapons, but still. It gives you critical hits, as you can see, against creatures that have organs. Knowing some of the anatomy makes sense. In later games, they do not have... they changed this to a different... let me think, what is it? It's melee, missile, quick action, and... oh, I don't remember. It's something else. But anatomy goes the way of the dodo. I wonder if in the remake it still has anatomy, or whether he made it line up with the rest of the games. Alright, so in this episode, we need to figure out what we're going to do next, the direction we're going to take. Alright, I think we need to go back to Valkyrie. Drop off some stuff. They're happy to see us. And they're so much nicer, I have to say. I think they're nicer than the Obeyers, too, to be honest. Even if some of the Awaken are kind of terse with you, at the end of the day, I don't blame them, really. Girdle of Nimbleness. We're using that student's belt still. I think it's probably better for us. Okay, let's... Essence pods. Let's drop 5 of them. Alright. What else we got here? Healing pods. Let's drop 2 of them. Oh yeah, we still have this baton. Yeah. Alright, let's see. What does that leave us with? Not bad. That's better. That's a lot better. Alright, cool. And onward. So... where to go next? We tried really briefly to go to the Spirit City, and it didn't go too well for us. We got beaten up by battle betas. Yeah, battle betas, I think it was. So, probably going to try somewhere else. I think the same sort of thing is going to result if we go to these guarded bridges. So, we're not going to do that either. At least it's with Diarazad, which is not a safe place for us. The Ancient Crypt was a terrible place, and maybe we'll go there later, I don't know. The Power Station. The Servile Warren. The Refugee Cave. And the Icy Tunnels. I don't know about the Icy Tunnels. Refugee Cave, I think, is probably where we need to go. I think we need to make up our mind one way or the other. But first, let's go to the Servile Warren. Because we got some Shaper nutrients, right? Or some... Shaper nutrients. Mine nutrients. So let's go give them to the mine. So we need to go down, I think. Last time we were here, there fought a gang load of Guardian roamers, if you remember. I don't know if there's any more of them left, or whether we got them all. So we need to still be on our guard. Don't be foolish. Because there's another passageway out of here. If we deal with this mind one way or the other. Now, I don't think Shaper Evodius is the sort who wants to kill servant minds. I don't think... He doesn't see enough suffering here on this island directly being caused by the Shapers. He sees serviles that were definitely put through difficult and hard times and suffering from the Shapers abandoning this place, but he might still... He's probably thinking that, yes, maybe that wasn't the optimal idea, but there is this sort of like, the Geneforge sounds like it's very dangerous and alarming, and in their rush. And then maybe they've forgotten, and maybe that's callous, maybe it's... But I don't know, he's not seeing... In the later games, we're going to see the Takers are going to be a lot more... The criticisms of the Shapers from the part of the Serviles are going to be much more difficult to ignore. Let's talk to the mind. You meet a servant mind, it is still alive. It, however, is extremely weak. And it gasps, "Shaper! At last, I am Control 3. I require nutrients, please!" Here is some nutrient fluid. Shaper, you are wise. Thank you. You carefully scoop the nutrient goo into the creature's mouth. Soon it regains its strength. Thank you, Shaper. I am restored. Give me some time to restore my mental thoughts, and I will be able to help you. Alright. So, now the Shaper Warren can be crossed. And we got 20 experience points. Whoop-de-doo! But anyways, that's fine. Let's see. Maybe he's done digesting your lunch. You meet Control 3. It is alive and healthy. Shaper, I am eager to serve you. What would you wish of me? So what is your purpose here? I am the master of the serviles in Kozk, though they have gone completely rogue. I am sorry, Shaper. I lost all control of them. I also control this complex, though I know little about it anymore. The years and the rogues have damaged it. For this, too, I am sorry. Now, he says he's the master of the serviles in Kozk. That's interesting. I wonder if he's primarily the master of the serviles there, or secondarily, because if you remember, there was at least 2 places that we found. Like, last episode, we saw, when my Clawbug went investigating before Evodius decided to step on a landmine, we saw there was a place that was probably for a servant mine there in Kozk. And a few episodes ago, when we were on the Kozk ruins south of Kozk, there was we found another servant mine that had been beaten to death with, by the Takers most likely. And so I wonder if the Control 3 was like the master servant mine over all these other lesser servant mines, or whether, given that those 2 had both died, it's his responsibility in the backup. Anyways, I don't know. So what can you control in this complex? It thinks. There is still one door I can control, and it closes its eyes for a moment. It was locked. Now it is not. Alright. So what is this place? It was where new serviles were created, bred, and trained. They were made to serve the many tasks needed on Susha Island. It was difficult. Many of the tasks were complicated. So what sort of tasks did you teach? I taught serviles how to maintain, repair, care for records, all the typical servile tasks. I also taught them how to do jobs specific to research on the Geneforge. So look at these. The serviles here are definitely much more focused on, as we've seen before, on kind of clerical work and maintenance, not physical labor, like manual labors, which we're going to see in other games. A lot of serviles are created specifically for manual labor. What is the Geneforge? Or what is it? I do not know. When the Shapers left, they told me to forget all I knew of the Geneforge. I only know that it was powerful and dangerous and difficult to control, and I think it still exists. Alright. I have another question. Can you control the creations here? I could. I made them, using mechanisms left by the Shapers for me, but I have been weak for so long that they have grown completely rogue. Now that I am restored, I will use my energy to make creations to battle rogues everywhere. Alright, wow. So, I think the people in Kozk are going to have a lot more of a pain in the neck to deal with. I don't think Echo Blade will approve of what I just did. Well, So if you want him to, die, we can just tell him to command him to turn himself off. But we're not going to do that. I think Shaper Evodius does not feel any reason, it does not see any reason to kill Servant Mind. So I'm done with you for now. Well, thank you, Shaper. I will return to my purpose. I will control the rogues as much as I can. I think Evodius has sort of some contradictions in him. On the one hand, he has a sort of sympathy for the serviles he's met. On the other hand, servant minds are their loyal and faithful servants, and he does not forget that. Oh wow, there's a canister and a dead servile. Let's see what the servile has. A fine cloak and 9 gemstones. That's quite good. And what's the oh boy? Mass Restore. Oh wow. Okay, Mass Restore. Let's look at our abilities. It is a healing magic, I think. Yes. Right here. It increases the health and cures damaging effects on all allies. This demanding spell can only be cast when there are no enemies nearby. Healing Craft and Spellcraft make this spell more effective. It is not the most convenient spell. Basically, it can be useful, I suppose, but the fact that you can't cast it in battle is kind of lame. But whatever. I think in later games that changes. Bam. Alright, cool. Well, we got a new spell. It's not as cool as I had hoped, to be honest. I was hoping for, like, create Glock or something. I kind of thought that it might be the create roamer, because he had those guardian roamers. Of course, you can't create guardian roamers. The 3rd level of roamer is pretty useless. It's the the exploding roamer or whatever it is that we saw. Unstable roamers, which if you're playing as a more of a harsh, unpleasant, ends justifies the means sort of. Let's see if that greeter says anything. I've fed Control 3. It'll function better now. The greeter isn't smart enough to properly process that information. It merely says, "You Shaper, you do good." Alright, well, that's kind of sad, actually. So, let's keep going. I think we're going to go to the Refugee Cave. And this is what? That's East Kozg. That's Holding 2. Okay, yeah, we went to Holding 2 last time. We're going to go from Holding 2. So they don't think that we're coming from Kozg directly. I don't think Evodius is going to help the Takers. I sort of was thinking to myself, oh jeez, uh-oh, I think their defenses are up. Let's see. Let us, will this work? No, it does not. Sorry. Ow. Those are not very powerful, but they could kill Evodius, possibly. Alright. Let's see what's in here. Ah, healing pod. Not bad, not bad. Not amazing. So this is the cave where the rebel Sholai are supposedly hiding out. Okay, there's some healing crystals and some essence crystals. I was thinking about it. I was like, how should I be playing these games for like the finishing, completing them? I was thinking, it looks like some garbage. Just a little bit of garbage. I thought it was a dead end, but no. Anything here? Nope, just trash. Uh-oh. Oh, no? Ooh, where's a bad guy? Oh, it's a turret. A burning turret. Ugh. Amp them up. Let's take a look. Anybody else? This is, of course, an acid-spitting turret, which is lovely. Can you get up? Get it? Get it! Ow. Oh, man. Did you see how hard that hit? Look at that. The first... Oh, ahead you see several of the outsider humans, and they see you. They draw weapons, but don't approach you. One of them shouts something in their tongue, and you don't understand it. Then one of them sheaths his blade. He holds open his open hands out in a peaceful gesture. Others shout news of your arrival throughout the tunnels, and the hostile turn their barrels away from you. Apparently, these humans are willing to let you enter their lair peacefully. You aren't sure if you feel so peaceful. Every time you see outsiders in Shaperlands where they don't belong, you start to feel very angry. Wow. That's really special. Okay. I guess we'll be peaceful, but let's, I need to actually cure number 1. Alright. Well, sorry for killing your turret, although, why am I sorry? You guys are trespassers. Explain yourselves. So these are the outsider humans. Sholai warrior. Friendly. So this is where you have to decide, what are you going to do? Explain yourself. This outsider doesn't speak any of your tongue. Even if he did, he doesn't seem like he would want to talk to you. He seems to be afraid of you, and he simply says, Masha. Masha. Maybe it's a name. It is. That looks like someone different. Maybe that's Masha. Are you Masha? Yeah, let's actually go. You. Ah, there's Masha. You meet one of the outsider humans, a female. She stands tall and proud and is attractive in a strange alien way, yet you can't help feel anger and disgust. This is an outsider after all. In lands barred by the Shapers. There is generally only one punishment for that crime, swift death. You manage to crush your instinct to lash out at her, for the moment. Wow, indoctrinated much. She holds out her hands in a gesture of peace, and she begins to speak, crudely using your own language. Shaper, I am Masha, of the Sholai. We are strangers from far away. Stranded in your land, we wish to deal with you. What are the Sholai? We are people from land far away, icy land, harsh, across sea. We are great explorers, so we came here. This makes sense. No Shaper has ever crossed the Western Sea. Some consider it impassable. This viewpoint was obviously incorrect. The Sholai had probably never even heard of the Shapers before they landed here. That does not, of course, change the fact that the law dictates that all outsiders on barred lands must be killed. Well, who are you? Why are you on our island? Masha smiles, relieved that you want to deal with her. This is core of our dealing. There being much I tell you now. I tell you our story. You ready? I don't care about your stories. Sure, why not? Yes, we were explorers to cross Great Sea. 3 large ships. 1 sinks on way. Many lost. We hungry. Much water and wind ripping sails. No food. Then miracle. We see island here. We land. 1 more boat lost. Bottom ripped on harsh rocks. Only 1 boat left. Not enough for us. And we trapped on this Susha island. Then our leader goes out to explore. Leader is Trajkov. Tell me more about Trajkov. What did he find? He found many tunnels on north end of island. Mad Trajkov goes in to explore, and he finds secrets of you. He looked for shelter. He find madness. He find books and labs and your secrets. He has all come ashore and hole up in caverns. We look for food and settle to repair, and he studies your secrets and figures out your language and learns how to use your canisters. He gains great power and shares it with those he trusts most, and then he gets plans. He sounds like quite the capable, intelligent dude. Figures out a foreign language from reading their books, and is able to discern how to use the canisters? Jeez. What plans? He finds out that you have something called the Geneforge, some amazing, powerful thing. He and allies want to use it, but they can't. It is not ready. It needs full shaper for some reason. So he get a shaper. Not you, of course. He get another shaper first. He send out ship and abduct. Gesh. Gesh is old shaper. He comes and learns of Geneforge, but then he flees. Trajkov furious. Gesh is still on island. We don't know what he doing, but here. Trajkov still want power, so he give command to get you, and then we know we must flee. Anfisa, Trajkov assistant make plan. We take small boat, we slip away, then things go wrong. Because if you remember, at one point, they had talked about hearing about another shaper to the east. And they said, oh yeah, we had heard about you, that you had arrived. We thought you were further east a few, like weeks ago. And of course, we weren't even there weeks ago. It was Gesh. Gesh? Well, what happened? I was just lesser than Anfisa, and no less of what Trajkov was doing. She know much, and she have journal, it in chest. She points to the sea chest against the wall, just northwest of the fire. Magical locked. Magical chest, locked. But when we leave, Trajkov knows, and sends ship after us. He sinks us on dock at southeast corner of Isle. Anfisa killed. We flee into tunnels. Key to chest still on Anfisa body. We think it is back at docks. We want to be in chest. We think things inside help us with goals. Alright. I will not deal with you, outsider. You will offend me with your presence. Well, what are your goals? Trajkov is mad. He tinkers with awful balance. He angers your people and commits crimes against them. And our mission is to meet people and make peace. Trajkov is true rogue, raising hate in your people, hurting the Sholai. Trajkov must be dead. Then we will try to meet with your people in peacefulness. That is the goal we have. Alright. What do you know of the abduction? About my abduction? Madness. Stupid madness. He sent our last ship. You destroy us. We stranded now. That all we know about it. Forgive our foolishness. Huh. Now, that's the ship at the very beginning that attacked our living craft. That was their last ship and it got wrecked. Apparently they have powerful harpoon guns. That's interesting. I would help. Okay, so I can say, should we? Yeah, why don't we help them? I'll help you with this chest, sure. That is what we wish for and hope. That is dealing we want. Go southeast, find body and Anfisa, and hope to find her key. In return, we share more information with you. We hope you repulsed by Trajkov as we are. We may find common cause. Alright, let's see what. I want to talk about something else. You speak my language. Can you teach me some of yours? I glad to, but first we need help. Fair trade, straight across. First I tell you our story, and then you help us. Then I teach. So it seems like I gave you our story and offered kind of like cooperation. So now, if you in turn help us with this, getting Anfisa's journal, and then I will again. Yeah, Alright, that's fine. Let's see. You know this island is forbidden to you? The penalty for being here is death? I mean, did you know about it? She looked down at the ground. We know this now, but our choice was landing here or death. We were ignorant of rules. We hope you choose justice over law. I am looking for a boat. Where can I find one? First, please help me. Okay, let me tell a story, then and ask your help. Then, if you help us, we give you information straight across trade. Let's see, anything else? Who are the Sholai? Why are you here? Okay, yeah, great. Yep. Okay. Alright, well, I guess we'll help the Sholai. We'll help these rebel Sholai, at least for now. I think we're going to probably help the rebel Sholai. So we need to go find Although, why aren't you guys doing this? You guys have enough able-bodied troops, it would seem. Get your butts out there and do some work. Like, no, we not want to. We want hide and cave. Oh, wait, a servile. Narsu. This servile has obviously thrown in his lot with a small group of outsiders. He bows to you. I am Narsu. Hello, Shaper. What are you doing here, servile? Shaper. I was a taker of cause. I believed that well, I will not bore you with my minor thoughts. But then Norol came, and she started dealing with Trajkov and the Sholai, and I thought it was mad, so I fled, and I came here. What do you think of the takers? They want to kill us. They might even have sent you to kill us. Any takers who come here, we kill. Otherwise, they use tricks to kill us all. Huh. Well, yes, she's definitely right. They did want me to kill you, so... I don't think I'm going to. The takers are deadly. To the Shapers, to the Serviles, to all. I renounce them. Oh, jeez, wow. I wonder if she would be interested in the Awaken. Or he, Narsu the dude. I've been speaking with Masha. She wants me to recover a key. I am glad you are helping her. There are 2 ways to the docks where Anfisa fell. One involves much combat, and one is blocked with many traps. Okay, what's involved in the combat? Leave these caves to the south, and then go south from here. There is a large ruin full of rogues. They are cunning. When alone, they will stay back from you. Stay far from you. But when in packs, they will charge. Keep your blade handy when passing through there. And the way that involves traps? Don't leave these tunnels. Explore them to the east. There are tunnels that lead through the dock, but there are traps there, some old and some new. Eventually, the tunnel leads to the dock. Alright, anything else? Tell me of these outsiders. Masha is the leader here. She is to the north. Deal with her. She is wise, and she has things to say that you should hear. If you decide to help her, come back to me. If you are with us, I can tell you things that could help you. Alright, cool. Combat. Leave these caves to the south and go south from there. There's a large ruin full of rogues and traps. Don't leave these tunnels. Explore them to the east. There are tunnels that lead through the docks, but there are traps there. Some old, some new. Alright, cool. Thank you. Oh, wait, there's another ranking Sholai, maybe? Solioni? You meet one of the outsider wizards. He has several sacks of goods in his belt. When you approach him, he looks very nervous, as if he expects you to attack him at any moment. He points at himself and says, Solioni. Then he backs away a bit. Can you speak my tongue? He looks at you blankly. Then he points at his chest and says, Solioni. The conversation goes downhill from there. No, he cannot. Well, you know, such is life. We will keep going. I just want to see. Who's over here? How about you? Speaking? Masha. They do not speak Shaper. Alright, cool. Well, I think in good Geneforge fashion, we are going to try to do as much of this place as we possibly can. I wondered, will... No! Oh, jeez. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit him in all 3 of them. I thought maybe... Urgh. So those Sholai did not turn off their minefields. What's back here? Okay. Healing crystal. Oh, not much. That was kind of mean. Of me. But he's such a fragile little Shaper. Here's the way out. Oh, jeez. To the combat. Battle alphas. We can deal with battle alphas. It's the battle betas that were giving us some problem. Oh, ow, ow, ow. You punk. Get him. Here, come out here. I think there's probably more. Where there's one, there's usually more. Number 1. There we are. Anybody? Anybody? Alright. You, get over here. Well, I'm gonna reform our party. Don't want to spread out too much. Oh, jeez. There it is. I thought so. Get him. Sorry to hear toast. Actually, I'm gonna pass. No point in shooting him and then he gets turned into one-hit KOs. What's his face? Oh, come on. Dude, you're... Oh, well, he just got punched. Hey, how about now? Is there anybody else? There is not anybody else over here. Doesn't mean there's not more of them, though, in this area. There's number one again, got punched. Oh yeah, so what I was saying is I was thinking about how I'm going to go about... Wooden shield, no thank you. Oh geez. Choosing the route or playthrough. Because, you know, this game, there's a lot of different things you can do, and the endings vary quite a bit, depending on what choices you make, especially with regards to the Geneforge. The factions matter maybe a little bit, but not much in this one. In later games, like in the next game, Geneforge 2, the faction choices you make matter a heck of a lot. But, you know, so... What's really cool, oh geez, is that in this game, and the next game, you can join a faction, and there's a lot of benefits for doing so, but you can also not join a faction, which is also interesting. Let's do... Yes. Woohoo! And that has its own consequences. Ouch. Get him. Oh, you punk. Come on, get him. Very good. Nice. But in this one, definitely, it's more what you do with at the end with regards to the Geneforge that really determines the ending you get in the broad strokes. However, there's a question of like, you know what, nerds everywhere. What's canonical? Well, none of the endings as will be portrayed in this at the end of Geneforge 1. At least not this version of it. I wonder if this has changed in the new game, the new version of the game, the remake. But none of the endings entirely fit what is the canonical setup for in Geneforge 2. But there's ones that are closer than not. And so I was thinking, like, I may try to do the ones that more or less fit with what is plausible given the next game. Because yeah, you could like do something that's just do whatever, and that'd be cool. And we're just like in the next one we'll get a recap as to what really happened. It'd be kind of like watching that movie Clue. But here's what really happened, you know. Maybe you like the when Mrs. Peacock was the murderer, which I personally thought was really funny. But it was obviously not the case. It was, well, she killed the cook, but not. I shouldn't say that. That's spoilers for a very old movie. It's kind of your fault if you haven't watched it yet. No, it's not. Anyways, the way that its ending situation worked, it was there was a true ending, and from what I understand, the way that movie was in the theaters, if you went in there, you didn't get to see the full, like with the two, what if ending, and then finally the what really happened ending. You got one of the three endings, and that was, which is kind of interesting. Oh jeez, oh my goodness, there's a lot of battle alphas right there. Okay, tactical withdrawal. Here, just Get into position. We need to... No, no, no. Okay. Okay, good. He was foolish and came close to where we are. And he'll get killed before the others have a chance to really get involved. Let us... Just because we can handle battle alphas doesn't mean we should underestimate the battle alphas. That's a good way to get killed by battle alphas. Get him. Good job. Number 2 is hurt. This is Spitfire. Get him! Get him! Nice. Okay. Cry mode. You get a view to a kill. Oh, there's another one. Okay. Can you hit him from there? Yes, you can. Let's draw him out. Good job. Heal number 2. And why don't you come down here? Oh, darn it. Alright. Well, whatever. Bushes are so weird looking. Pretty cool though, right? Do you have a favorite creation that you've seen so far? In this game, I'm not sure. Well, we haven't seen all the creations yet. But we're about to see another creation type in the next episode or 2. But... Oh, come on. Get over here. Get over here! Ah, nice. Uh-oh. Man, there's a lot of them here. Whole frickin' nest. Battle alphas. Dead. Nice. Oh man, we're only getting 5 experience points from these. Oh, that's some booty. That is booty, man. Although that's... We are advancing then. Since we only are getting... They just dropped chitin armor. Chitin armor. Chitin. Just drop that chitin. And what's over here? Any more battle alphas? Any more? Any more insolent, obnoxious battle alphas? What's this say? Okay, so we have Cause to the west, primary docks to the southeast, holding 1 to the northeast, and holding 2 to the north. Huh. Northeast, huh? Holding 1. I don't know if have we gone there yet? I don't know. Alright, cool. Well, let's go actually back to town. And then we'll come back again. We'll come back again to continue on our way. But this episode has gone on long enough. Alright, cool. They are super friendly and happy to see us here. Alright, well thank you for joining me on this episode of my Let's Play of Geneforge 1 here on my channel, Idle Wisdom. Take care, y'all.